Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Frantic Nerdcast, episode number 79.
You got it right.
That's
2 weeks in a
right.
row.
This could be the most frantic episode yet, ladies and
I was
gentlemen.
going to say, this is the episode where
because there
Zach
is
has a
reason.
meltdown.
Zach, we have promoted Zach into this episode. Zach is controlling the cameras.
To be clear, though, still on probation.
Oh, sorry, that camera.
So if you see Zach looking up to outer space, that's because we have a monitor just here that has all the cameras on it, so he knows which one's active and which one's not.
I push the buttons. You do the talking.
It's fair enough.
If Zach goes quiet, it's because he's concentrating. How's the week been, boys? Oh, the last 2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Sorry.
Last week,
we did have
so
bronchitis.
we didn't have an episode last week because unfortunately I was a little under the weather with a sore tooth, infected the mouth.
I was. So you go. Sorry.
Yeah, it got to the point where after 3 days of extreme pain, throwing up from pain, not sleeping at all, I think I had about 3 hours sleep over 3 days.
Marvellous.
I ended up going to the dentist and they just went, yeah, we're pulling that fucking thing out. And they pulled it out and it was like an instant balloon popped in my body of the pain, just going, like it just popped in my body, just went,
Marvellous.
So now I have a giant hole in where one of my molars was.
I noticed you're not lisping either.
Why would I be lisping?
Because people typically...
Not when you have a
lisp.
molar.
Yeah.
That'd be more the front ones that have the projection,
Either
I
way.
imagine.
Either way.
Yeah.
I'll say, and then I was potentially going to be off anyway, even if without your tooth, because I was busy smelling of defeat and deep heat and despair through a midweek soccer game. So
There you go.
soccer season's finished now, so I can look on the bigger and better things.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Cricket
Loving
starts
it.
in a few weeks. Yay.
Loving it. All right. Well, first off, let's just start with the graded cards in the room, shall we? For those of you watching at home, you can see we have 6 lovely little graded cards here. Now, on the Instagram, we did post them up yesterday, the time when this airs, for you to have a squiz at which cards they are. We've talked about it multiple times. They were graded by Premium Card Grading here in Australia, which apparently has been bought by a New Zealand company now.
Yeah, right.
So they're actually a New Zealand grading company now. I'm sitting there and I'm waiting on, because on the website they've got like a little tracker that tells you what state it's at. I'm sitting there and it's been a month. It's been a month, a bit more than a month. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I know sometimes these things take a while. This isn't PSA. They shouldn't take 5 months.
Yeah.
So I've sent them a contact us. Literally that afternoon, I get mailing receipts
Update.
from Australia Post. Your package has been collected. Blah, blah, blah. And then the next day, I'm like, I get a message from them. Oh, yeah, they were sent yesterday. I'm like, were they? Wow, that's convenient. They're like, yeah, sorry, we're in the process of moving, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, sure. So we have 6 cards here. Now, we do not know what they are. We have had a look at we have graded them ourselves as for what we think they were going to be getting.
Yeah, with our expert knowledge, we've
narrowed
narrowed down
grading.
these.
That's right.
If I get one right, I'll be thrilled.
So this is going to be I'm guessing this is going to be a continuous game for us, following through this, because we, as well as these 6, we have
17.
one of them isn't ours.
So, we have 16 cards.
getting graded by TCG Grading, which is another Australian grading company. So they will be, from memory, they said 45 days?
40 to 45
Well, they're currently
days.
there with them now being graded. So it's been, 2 weeks? 2 weeks.
Yes. So they have a lot more grading than Premiere. But Premiere's grading system, we have 1 damaged, 2 poor, 3 worn, 4 fair, 5 good, 6 excellent, 7 near mint, 7.5 near mint plus, 8 near mint 8.5 near mint plus, 9 mint, 9.5 gem mint, 10 gem mint, 10 pristine, and 10 flawless. So we have had a little soiree into what we think they would be. So I've my guesses that I voted for mine is we'll go back to the wide there, Zachary, and your talent. Oh, look at that. He's so good at it. We've got the Gundam here. I voted a 10 flawless because it's mine, and I'm hoping for it to be a 10 flawless because it hopefully makes it worth a lot more money because it is the most expensive card on the table. We've got a Gundam promo resource, which is this. We've got number 1, which is this one. I put a 10 pristine for both the Gundam resources. The Aegis, I put a 10 pristine as well, which is that one there. The Baxcalibur, I put a 7 near mint because there are some dings on the back of the card.
Woo!
Which I noticed. And then the Earth Goddess, I put a 9 mint.
Okay.
Brock, what do you got? Or do you remember? Or you want
For what I can see over your shoulder. So for the Gundam, I'll go the same order. The Gundam, I had 10 pristine. For the resources, I had 10 gem mint and 10 pristine between those two.
why different between the two of them?
Because I wanted mine to be better.
So you're claiming number 2, are you?
No, I'm not claiming either of them.
Okay.
I just because I didn't know that he did that.
He's not claiming until he knows what
Exactly. And then the Aegis Gundam, I had a 10 pristine. The Baxcalibur 7.5, and then the Earth
7.5
Goddess,
near mint plus.
7.5 near mint plus. I'm sorry. And the Earth Goddess, I had 10 gem mint, but I would love for it to be flawless.
Okay, and then Zax, do you remember what you got?
No.
Okay, so you had a 9 mint for the Gundam.
Excellent.
Resource 1, you put 9.5 gem mint. Resource 2, 9 mint. The Aegis, you put 10 pristine.
Yep. I think I put an 8 for mine.
Baxcalibur 8 near mint, and then the Earth Goddess a 9.5 gen mint.
Looking at the photos that you post up today, I was like, I'll be happy with a 7. The centering looks better in person, so maybe it is. That's why I put an 8, but I don't care. It was the first pretty card I pulled, so I'm just happy to get it graded. It's probably gone down in value with Pokemon because it's probably worth more raw than a graded that's not a 10, but yeah.
Probably, especially like they're not PSA, so fuckwits in America aren't going to buy them, but who cares? So what we're going to do, because we've got visual medium and an Irical medium, what we're going to do is for the Irical people,
We are definitely coining that term.
for the Irical people, we are going to cut and then come straight back, and we'll just tell you what we got, just because you don't want to hear us talking about revealing. And then for the visual people, we are about to cut to the reveal of each of these slabs. So in 3, 2, 1. Okay, Zach, it's time to reveal the first card. You can go. All right, let's go your Pokemon card first. Let's see what you got.
Let's start with the worst card.
Yeah, we're very excited. Here it is. What did we get?
3, 2, 1. Ta-da!
A 9 mint.
We were wrong.
9 centering, 9.5 for the corners, 9.5 for the edges, and 9 for the surface.
So much for your dings.
All right.
All right, under the Gundam.
Let's do my Gundam. Here we go.
Gundam, AJ's predicting a 10, and we've got a...
Hey, 10 pristine. Oh. So what did it fail on? It failed on the surface. It got a 9.5 for the surface. Otherwise, it would have been flawless.
Stop licking your cards, AJ. All right, resource number 2.
Number 2. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, and again, 10 pristine.
Marvelous.
Beautiful.
No, I didn't say that.
All right, here we go.
Number 1.
Second resource. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Oh, there it is. Flawless. That's a 10, 10, 10, 10. Flawless. Pretty gold label.
That's Brock's.
All right. What do we want to do next?
We'll keep going, Gundam.
All right. We've got the Aegis Gundam.
3, 2, 1.
Boom. Oh, 9.5 at first. Oh, 9.5.
We know what this is.
All right. Corners got 9.5. Centering got 9.5. And the surface got 9.5.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
The very last
Earth
one.
Goddess. Wish was. Boom. 10 flawless.
Yeah.
Look at that. Woo! That's a happy man right there.
Hey.
All right. And we have our graded cards.
We do indeed, and I'm very happy.
All right. So for those people playing at home in the audio version, what do we have?
We got the Baxcalibur 9, 10.
10 pristine.
10 pristine. We got a 10
pristine.
10 pristine on the resource. We have a 10 flawless
10
on the other
flawless,
resource.
9.5 gem mint, and another 10 flawless for the Earth Goddess.
Which you can't quite see because of the glare, but check out the Instagrams and the YouTubes because they'll be there and it's all its flawless detail.
We'll post them up on the Instagram so you can see all the pretty labels and whatnot and the actual results that they got. But yeah, I'm very happy with those cards.
Yeah,
Very
definitely.
Happy. I mean, nothing below a 9.5. Oh no, we got 9. But we kind of. I thought that was going to be a 7.
Considering I was happy with a 7 or an 8, I'll take a 9.
So did anyone get anything?
I got a 10 flawless.
I got a gun.
No, I did.
So I got one of the pristines.
No.
I got one of the promo because I put a 10 pristine for a
both,
promo.
yep.
So that's going to be 1 for me.
Yeah.
I didn't get my 10 flawless. Did the Aegis get a 10? No, they got 9.5. Excalibur, the Earth Goddess, I got 9. Brock, you put 10 pristine for my Gundam. Did that? It was. So that's 1 point for you. You put Gem Mint 10 for a resource and a 10 pristine for resource. That's 2 points. Aegis, you put 10. Excalibur 7.5 and Earth Goddess 10 gems. So that's it for you. You put a 9 for my Gundam.
I got nothing. just skip. I got nothing.
Yeah, you got nothing.
I got nothing.
So for those playing at home, what we're doing is just adding up what we guessed or assumed to be right or wrong for those, and we'll keep a running tally as we send more off to get graded and whatnot.
Current guesses at grading. I am on AJ. I am on 1. Brock is on 2, and Zach is on 0. Woo! And can I just point something out? This is the first time Brock's won one of our competitions.
Well, technically, it's not over yet.
It's fucking over.
No, it's not. We've got another round coming. So.
Hey, but the painting competitions, they're never over. They run all the time. So
it's a new model.
This is a yearly, we'll have a yearly tally competition.
No, this is the first one, so I win the first one, and then we can start the yearly one.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at the prices there. I'm pretty sure I've lost money. According to PSA grades, it's 15 raw.
Yep.
Is it mine Australian? No, I'm in USD. Doesn't matter. Still lost money. It's 23 Australian, and then for a 9, 30. This is using PSA scales. Yeah. But considering I've paid to get it graded, I've lost money there. 10 would have been like $300. That would have been lovely.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well, I tell you what, I'm fucking cheering with that because I've got a few graded cards at home now. I picked them up through various ways. And these are the first ones that I've actually sent off to get graded. So to have one come back as a flawless and potentially a second one come back as a flawless or pristine. I mean, and because of that, like both myself and AJ, we submitted a resource. We didn't really think the whole way through and we didn't track. So we're going to have to work out a way to sort who gets what there. But yeah, I mean, I'm super happy with that.
Well, and that's it. I'm the same. So I've picked up a few slabs through some mystery packs and things like that along the way. But yeah, that's the first card I've sent away to be graded. So looking forward to seeing if I can get my first 10 on the next one. But just a quick little anecdote on graded cards. If you've been following on the Instagram, you'll notice that Brock and I had a wet noodle fight of a battle with Prismatic Evolutions. At Collecticon, this will be a nice little segue into. Yep. We picked up 2 mystery packs from Cracker Collectibles as the prizes for that. Because it was such a wet noodle, we chose one each. I pulled a Flareon 10 from CGC.
And I'd rather not say what I got.
And Brock, because he's just in love with Prismatic, pulled the Prismatic E2B EV promo from it. He's just not happy at all. Wasn't even a 10.
It was an 8. Prismatic Evolutions, I have hated open this ETB and hated open this booster bundle because there was just rubbish cards the whole way through. And then I got a fucking...
I've heard that about that set.
Fucking promo from a completely unrelated. The chances of it is bullshit.
Yeah, no, considering it was 2 evolutions we pulled from it as well. It was pretty funny. So, but yeah,
funny for some.
Well, that's we might as well just lead straight into it. Let's go into Collecticon.
Yeah, let's. Awesome day. I had a lot of fun. I think we were there for a couple hours. I got there around 9-ish.
I was there at open at 8 with the early bird ticket, which I think for what I was doing was a must.
So was it quieter through that earlier period?
It was still busy,
yeah, okay.
But it was far quieter than what it was by the time we started to leave at about 10-ish, 10:30, where it was just, if to get into a vendor, you were just having to push your way through. And
sure.
Especially for Pokemon cards and trying to find specific ones like I was for the set. I wasn't going to be rude to people in front because they were doing the same thing I was doing. But yeah, I could basically walk up to a vendor, start looking through binders without much hassle, come after 9 o'clock when the generals, and obviously as it got longer in the day, it was just became hectic. So definitely if we go again, I'll be purchasing another early bird ticket because it just made everything smoother.
The people who organised it as well, they were great. Like I was going to go with my wife and daughter, so I had the 3 tickets to go. At the entry, my wife was not well, so they took the time. I didn't go. They refunded the ticket as well. So, I mean, the organisers had a chat to them and I wasn't expecting anything. But, hey, yeah, here's your money back and see you at the next one, basically, which was really good from them. I found again, it was similar to the second one, the one earlier in the year. I found it easier to get around than the very first time we went, or at least for me, it was better.
What time did you go the second time?
I think it was the 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I think because the first time we went a bit later in the day, and I think that was probably
we went to the midday session.
Yeah, we caught the spill in from the current midday session and the people that were still there from earlier on. So I definitely think earlier is better.
I still think they need to fucking change venues.
Yeah, I just don't think
Just go into the entertainment centre.
Yeah,
But I think it's just a matter of trying to find people that will come to do it, which I know this one was hurt because there was...
No, I mean, like literally all they have to do is change from that building to that building.
No, I know, but it's...
they can have wider walkways because that's the thing that pisses me off. Not the ability to get to a stand, because I understand people are going to crowd around a thing. It's just as soon as they crowd around, you can't fucking walk.
Yeah.
That's my major issue.
It'll just be a money thing because renting the entertainment centre will be a lot more dollars, so they'll need to have a lot more vendors in there and things like that. So it'll just be, that's the only reason why they won't. But what hurt this version of it too was there was another convention in Sydney at the same time where a lot of the vendors were. So I think there was a lot of first time vendors there because obviously there were spots opened up because the main ones weren't there.
Okay, that makes sense. I went in there with a goal to submit cards to grading, to get a couple of, I'll say quirky, but just a couple of different things that I wouldn't find at your typical stores, and to have a look to see if I could find 2 particular Pokemon cards, which I honestly didn't expect to find one of them. I just wanted to get, there's a Palafin alt art card, which for me looks like the Batman Beyond, just like the red symbol across and just standing all stoned. I think it's an amazing artwork. Found one straight away. Couple bucks, thank you, get that one. And when I was at that vendor, the collector's vault, they had a thing going for $10. Roll the dice. You get a 1 or a 20. You can pick a mystery bag, or you get from 2 to 19. I think you get a choice of one of the random cards you got in the box, or a booster pack. Straight off the bat, rolled me a nice little nat fucking 20. Thank you very much. So I got into the mystery bag. I got a 9.5 CGC graded Garchomp. I had a look at the running cost of it at present, and I nearly fell off my chair because I thought it was a $260 card with its current grading. I'm like, holy shit. Fuck yeah, $10 well spent. Yeah, it wasn't. It had a different stamp on it from like a championship special edition rather than the other stamp. But because when I was looking at it, I'm like, oh fucking hell, this is awesome.
Like I've got a Porygon 3, Porygon Z or whatever the fuck it's called, promo from one of the pre-release promos, and they got like the little the version, so like Prismatic Evolutions or whatever the fuck they are. They have like that logo on it, but I've got the staff one. So it's got staff printed in gold leaf on it.
So the staff ones are more valuable. But there's heaps like the builder deck ones sometimes have a promo in it. There's the play symbol on it, and then you just get all the ETB promos are good, but then you got to get the Pokemon Center ETB promos, which come with just a Pokemon Center stamp on it, so it jacks the price up again.
But so I found that pretty early, got myself a slab, which I wasn't expecting to walk away with pretty early. So I'm like, fuck yeah, this is a good start of the day. The other card that I wanted to get was the Noivern, which is like that Batman type coming down from it. And I did not expect to find it.
That's the one I expected you to find because it is quite a popular card. So usually vendors always try to keep them in stock.
So I asked a few vendors and none of them had them. And then I'm like, oh, well, like I didn't expect to get it. So that's fine. And then I went around to find you guys grading where we're submitting all our cards. And I just popped around behind, like literally right behind at the vendor there. And hey guys, how are you? Oh, can I have a look at that card, please? And there it was sitting there. So I got that and added it to the grading pile to it. I'm not expecting a good grade on it, but that was more so just I really love the artwork on the card.
It's also a card that you're not getting rid of.
Exactly. So not expecting something great, but that card will be protected and can sit on the bench at home.
Yeah, well, I took Bronxy, my son, and he had his pocket money from can collecting and all that kind of stuff that he wanted to spend there. I told him he didn't have to spend anything, but he just, he wanted to spend stuff. So he bought himself a used Transformer, which he fucking loved.
Shout out to Uncle T's for that one.
Yep. He gave us a discount. Thank you very much to him. It was very nice of him. And Bronx loves the Transformer, and it was missing a gun. So I found a picture of it online and then 3D modeled it and printed it for him. So it's sitting on the gun. Then he decided he loves capybaras at the moment. So he found a little store that had plushies and he's got a little capybara and some toast. And then he got himself for his first graded card. He got himself a Mewtwo TCG graded 6 for a Mewtwo. I'm not sure what set it was from. But
I think it was one of the older ones.
Yeah, it's a nice looking card. I mean, it's a 6, but it was his first graded card. It cost him $30, and he loves it.
Yeah,
That's the main thing.
Well, I walked out with money left in my pocket somehow.
Because you withdrew more.
Yeah, I did. Look, I went over the $300 budget I set myself, but I didn't go over by much. What really did kill me though was I bought a booster bundle for my 100th episode of Ripping Packs coming up in about a week's time. So it's an older set that I'm really keen to open. So got a good deal on that. But yeah, I just bought a bunch of cards for my Surging Sparks Master set. I even got to trade along the way, which I didn't think I'd be able to with my limited collection I've got so far.
So you actually spent more because you technically you traded. So you technically spent more than $300.
Anyway.
Collector math.
Yeah, well, look, I'd already spent it. Hey, there's girl math. I'll take this math.
But yeah, one other fun thing I did. There was one of the stalls. They just had a bunch of random stuff. I got a couple wax packs from them at the earlier one, so I got a wax pack or two from them again. I got just another Batman Forever one, but also found like a little old school X-Men one, which came with like 12 cards from the animated series.
Oh, okay.
So there were some pretty cool cards and whatnot when I opened them up and had a bit of a gander. But I found they had just a big plastic tub full of just random ass packs from I don't even know where. Some seemed to be English, some were Japanese, some were Chinese, some were Korean. They were just from everywhere for $1 a pack. So I'm like, I'll just get 10. So I got a bunch of Spider-Man packs. I got like a couple of Dragon Ball Z packs, but I seen a couple of Lilo and Stitch ones. So I'm like, hey, I'll grab those and see if the wife and the kid, well, the kid's 1.5, so she doesn't really know, but got them home. And so me and Riv, we were going through opening our packs together, and she was loving it. Just little bits of cardboard, little foil bits. She's like, oh, and then just ran around throwing them around the house. So that was quite fun.
I will say it was much more enjoyable going there with a goal.
Yes.
So the first time I went, it was just aimless looking, and I was like, oh, nothing really caught my eye sort of thing. But going in there with a goal, I paid attention to stalls a lot more because I was looking for the cards I was after, but then that also meant I was like perusing the other stalls with that little bit more detail to see what they had because I was looking for something. So
yeah, I do agree with that, to be honest. That was definitely something that was missing from the previous ones. And what I will say, Zach, now, as we said at the start of the episode, you've been promoted tonight. You've gotten the camera control. Continue to wish you luck on that one. We'll see how you go for the rest of the episode.
I've only pushed the wrong button once so far.
And what I will say, you're still on probation, but you're getting closer. You're wheeling and dealing on the day. Brilliant. I'm not great at that because I go there to do what I'm going to do, and then I leave, and then I'm like, oh, I forgot to talk to them about stuff. But you're straight in there. You're like, hey, this, stickers, take this, talk about us, thank you, give me a card. Now can I buy stuff? It was great.
I definitely picked up as we went on. So, like at the start, I was like, "Oh, I'm not even going to mention trading." But yeah, as we got into the flow of things, definitely just got chatting to vendors. And again, going to early bird special gave me a bit more time to talk to the vendors because they weren't obviously as run off their feet as they were come 10:30, 11 o'clock. So it was a good day. Look forward to going to another one. I'll start saving now. Yeah,
they're coming back next year. They're doing another 2, so they'll do one earlier in the year, one later in the year. They haven't sort of nutted out everything, but yeah, they'll be looking at similar dates.
As you can see up there as well, they also do it in Penrith and Campbelltown.
There is one coming up in Penrith, I think, in a week or 2 weeks' time. So
yeah, it's not far away at all.
Okay, so whilst I was off sick and getting smashed, I obviously, as I said, I couldn't sleep, especially the night before I ended up getting it pulled out. I literally didn't sleep at all that entire night. And I was like, all right, I need to put something on to watch to try and send myself to sleep whilst I'm in excruciating pain. So I ended up watching
So you put something on that you got completely enthralled in and couldn't sleep?
No, there was no way I was sleeping anyway. So I ended up watching a show called The Recruit, which is this show here, and it stars that young man who was Netflix favorite man. He's in a lot of, he's like the dating app, I think, show, like a lot of rom-coms.
It's a face that looks very familiar.
Yeah, you would have seen him.
I couldn't tell you what it's in, but I've seen him.
A lot of rom-coms he's been in. He is also Ken in the new Street Fighter.
Okay.
And it's very funny because you look at him and you're like, no. And then you see the photo he posted of himself. and he's got like the blonde hair pulled back and it's all curly and like he's just fucking ripped and you're like, okay.
Makeup can do wonderful things.
But this show, essentially he plays a lawyer for the CIA or FBI? CIA, I think it is.
Okay.
One of the agencies.
One of the agencies. So he's in like the lawyer division and he gets tasked with going through these letters that get sent to them and of like, you know, potential threats and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And he ends up finding one of this person who says that they know all these secrets and if they don't get her out of jail, she'll release all the secrets.
Okay.
And she mentions specific words in it that no one should know. So he's like, oh, okay, he goes through and detects blah, blah, blah. And it kind of escalates into just mentalness of what this lawyer has to go through kind of situation. And he's like only been in the agency for 2 weeks. It's really good.
Yeah.
Because I remember when it first came out, I put on an episode and I was like, nah, not for me. Mm-hmm. I watched this entire season and half the second season in one night. It was really, really enjoyable. It's one of the shows I can't really say much about without giving away
that makes
a
sense.
whole heap of it. But it's funny. It's when it needs to be. It's serious when it needs to be. Keeps you in there the entire time of all the things that are happening. It's very, very good American spy-esque style show. And I'm looking forward to finishing the second season. But no, it was really, really good show, and I highly recommend people watch it.
Awesome.
But yeah, so there's 2 seasons, and I think there's a third one coming out, or has been.
Honestly, it hasn't actually caught my eye. Look, I've probably seen it on.
Well, it
Netflix,
came out the same time as Night Agent.
Okay.
So
it would have fallen by the wayside pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's one of those shows, like as you said, I've seen it there a bunch of times. It just hasn't been the time to put it on yet. So
Sure. I've been watching Invasion on Apple TV. That show is fucking
which one is
great.
that? I feel like I've watched that.
It is so fucking good. It's basically it's Invasion. So it is about an alien race that is coming to Earth. They are in some way, shape, or form infiltrating through the human race. They are a really, really cool looking alien where they're almost like an exoskeleton shell type thing. And then imagine like, you know how you see like close-ups of germs when they're like that ball with like all the arms and like the sticks coming off them kind of?
That's the old one.
So they do that as they're walking around and it's fucking nuts.
the one on Apple Plus.
Apple TV, yeah. It's really fucking good.
Okay.
So there's 3. They just had a new season come out, so that's how I stumbled on it because they were advertising like, it looks cool. I'll put it on and give it a go. It's got an awesome story. It's got enough different characters to get some variety without seeming too thin across those characters. Each character you're invested in as they're going through. I think there's a key one from Japan, one who is an American soldier in Afghanistan, and then there's another one, a main one who's a kid who's in the UK, and they're completely separated, kind of link up every now and again, and it is fucking just and there's also a family in somewhere in the States. Awesome, on the edge of your seat type stuff. It's a really good like thriller drama type thing. Highly recommend it. I just finished season 1. I'm just started season 2 last night. It's amazing.
I really need to get Apple TV.
It was one of those ones as well where when it got to the end of season 1, you kind of like, they've done it in a way where they could kind of end it here as you're getting to the end of the season, and they're like already knowing that they've got season 2 and season 3 to come. So I'm kind of like, I wonder what they're going to do like to bring season 2 back. And then the way that season 1 like finally ends with just that final like 2-3 second scene, you're just like, okay, that's how they're doing it. It's really, really well done. You would have been spewing if they showed that and you didn't get season 2, but because it's season 2, you're just kind of like, yeah, fuck yeah. And I also finally watched Thunderbolts.
Oh, what'd you think?
It was really good.
Yep.
It was really good. I think there were times when it seemed gimmicky when they were like playing into some of the I think they were trying to take some of the things that worked with all the Marvel movies from like little one-liners and sort of quirkiness that way, and they tried to apply it to these characters. So they're applying the same things to different characters, and it's been done. So let's do something a little bit different, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
So that seemed a little bit gimmicky, but I mean, few quick takeaways. Like early on, when Walker throws Bob against the wall when he's still Bob, they don't know that he's Sentry yet, and his eyes shift. The way that was done was fucking awesome because Walker, he's just like, I'm going to fuck you up, and throws him against the wall, and he's kind of like, ooh, wait, what just happened? Why'd your eyes do that? Okay, I'm worried now. There was like sprinkling Avengers comments like, come on guys, assemble, like from David Harbour's at The Red Guardian. That was like really funny. The difference between Sentry and Void, I thought Void was done incredibly well. And even when you get through to like that final scene where they're having the fight, like there's that internal mind fight that he's having, like that was incredible.
I just
and
love
the lead up,
the silhouette of him.
silhouette was incredible.
The visual of him, but then even just the visual effect and the sound effect of people getting sucked into the void was just fantastic.
My favorite character in the entire thing, personally, had to have been Taskmaster.
See, I knew that Taskmaster was going to die. I think we spoke about it as well.
We did.
I just didn't realize it was going to be so fucking early.
Like literally like 3 frames with a horrible floating head.
And like on the note of Void as well, I love when it was on screen and the way that they did the voice. So you could hear like Bob's voice or Sentry's voice or whatever, but you could just hear that under like echo type thing in the way that had that vibrato going through it. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's, everything about Sentry and Void they did really well.
All of the Void scenes, the dream scenes, they were fucking excellent. And to round it out, during the dream scenes, that fucking chicken suit on meth. Fucking good. They just walk into a dream. There's a guy in a chicken suit wielding a fucking sign, beating the shit out of him. They're like, Bob, what are you doing? He's like, I'm sorry, I was on meth. Just like, oh, that is, yeah, it was very, very funny. So it hit the lighthearted, which was great. The action was good. The way it got resolved was excellent because it wasn't like a big fighting action scene. It was more about them coming together and just overcoming that together, which was awesome. Jump forward 14 months. I didn't realize it was a jump 14 months. I thought it was kind of just went through to when they get the Fantastic Four ship and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought that was fine. It was good.
Yep.
It sets it up enough to be interesting. And yeah, let's see where it goes.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, can I talk about what I've been watching?
You can.
I've been watching 2 shows mainly. One, Lisa's been frothing over The Nanny, and that is the most sexually innuendo sitcom of all time.
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't realise.
Yeah.
Watching, I'm like, every line is a sexual joke.
Yep.
And then we've been watching Benedict Cumberbatch's Sherlock.
Oh, so good.
It's fantastic. My only slight
the
critique...
best depiction of Moriarty, in my opinion.
Oh, yes. We've just got to the end of season 3 where he's just been revealed to be still alive.
Okay, yep.
So we've got, the Christmas special and then season 4 to go. My only slight critique is...
I've still got to see season 4.
Well, that'd be the Moriarty comeback scene. It's just... for watching it, I think it would have been nice just to be like 45-minute episodes. That's just like... just a preference for me. It's not a slide on the show at all, or that. It's just a preference to be able to. I'll watch this bit. They're all 90-minute episodes,
and they did less because it wasn't
there's
4 episodes.
There's 3 90-minute episodes, so it's not an issue. Like
I love that. I personally love.
We
that.
just pause it where we need to, sort of thing. But it's just like it would be nice. Oh, we've got 45 minutes. We can just watch this bit rather than getting hooked into a part and like, is this the right time to pause it or whatever? So
but they did the same thing with Dracula when they made the Dracula as well on Netflix.
So yeah,
it was fantastic. I love it.
With that note, for those who are sitting down to watch it, consider you are going to watch a movie when you go to watch each episode, and you sort of won't have that drawback that Zach had.
Yep, but that's great.
They said there's always a possibility there's going to be another one as well.
Well, I think it was Cumberbatch or Martin that was talking about that. It's literally just schedules. It's the only thing that's stopping them is just finding a time for them all to be back together.
Well, because when it started, Freeman was a little bit more successful, but Cumberbatch was pretty much a nobody when that started. So, and now he's like, fucking Doctor Strange and fucking every movie he's been in, fucking schmog.
Yeah. So you'll be happy to know I found Broadchurch. So that'll be watched after we finish Sherlock. But yeah, I've just been watching the first season. I was like, oh, I think the brother might be Moriarty. Like that'd be a fucking sick twist. It's Mycroft, starts with M. No, it wasn't. But that's fine.
So Mycroft, the character who plays Mycroft, he's the writer.
Yeah.
He's one of the writers on the show. It's him and Stephen Moffat that write the show.
He plays
together.
it well.
Yeah. Okay, so now one thing I just wanted to quickly talk about is I also, after you mentioned it, I found it and watched Hellboy, The Crooked Man.
What are your thoughts?
It was mixed. It started off a good movie.
Yeah.
And then it got really fucking boring.
It got really boring. It got, I don't know, it lent into things that it sort of didn't need to.
Yeah.
Like it was sort of, I don't know, it was...
Because it's written by the guy who writes the comic books.
And that was what was interesting.
And the start of it was really good. That was interesting. The whole part of them walking, the witches, all that kind of stuff. And then once they get to the church, it just got really boring.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I felt like they could have just witches, walking, witches, blah, 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 house, beat crooked man, done. Kind of situation, but they kind of just dragged it on a bit, and it was a bit weird.
I think one of the things that was lacking was some of the interactions between Hellboy and the other characters. They wanted you to focus in on that interaction. Yeah. So, but it was hard to
comic book panel. Yeah, is what they wanted to do,
and it was hard to actually hone in on the conversations because they just weren't that interesting.
Yeah,
like the conversation was just like. Oh, yeah, I've had a hard life. Me too. How hard? Real hard.
Yeah.
And you kind of like,
very like a
is this going somewhere?
No, it's just like to frame him to do while he's doing that.
It just, there was a lot of times where they'd go in for a close-up and you wanted to get invested in this conversation, like really taken through the journey. And you just kind of like, oh, yeah, get on with it.
I think one of my issues with it was the fact that there's no real reason for Hellboy to give a fuck about the crooked man.
No.
Like he's not really invested in this whole situation. He just happens to be there.
He just happened to arrive there. And even the happening to arrive there wasn't...
Yeah, the spider was kind of just pointless. And it's like, oh, there's the spider. All right, we fixed that situation.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, look, it was fine.
He was good as Hellboy. I liked him as Hellboy.
I enjoyed him as Hellboy. But, I mean, other than that, it just didn't have much going for it.
You know what did have something going for it? Freakier Friday. I think it was me.
Yeah, it's you.
Hey, I watched. So Lisa and I went and saw Freakier Friday at the movies. Yep. Better than I thought. Considering it's the same movie, just with the kids going through the experiences.
It's like the third or fourth one, isn't it?
Well, so there's the original, then there was the remake, and now this is the sequel to the remake.
Sure.
But yeah, so Lindsay Lohan and I can't remember her name now. Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I got there. So obviously they then swap bodies with their Lindsay's daughter and soon-to-be stepdaughter. So it's the kids again running through in adult bodies, causing mayhem and trying to break up the Lindsay's marriage to her new partner. And yeah, it felt like it had to be like 90 minutes. So they didn't want to rush the ending. So the first like 45 minutes or to an hour is just like on fast forward. Like it happens. And then the ending is sort of slowed down to a good pace. But no, it was good. Like it knew what it was. It didn't take itself too seriously. All the jokes were where you expected them to be, which was good. Like they weren't missing. So
I swear to God, Chad Michael Murray doesn't look like his age.
Mate, he played the same character and he played it fucking well.
He does not look like his age
to a point where
all.
his grandma fetish in the show for Jamie Lee Curtis was a little bit creepy. Like he did it well.
I mean, it is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Have you seen her in the interviews? Like,
yeah.
Have you seen the photo that was kicking around, which was animes are so unrealistic? Here's the grandmother from Dan to Dan, and then it's got this isn't real, and then it's got Jamie Lee Curtis underneath. You're like, that's brilliant,
perfect casting. Because at the end there's he's there at the wedding for Lindsay Lohan, and as they're walking past, Jamie Lee walks past him and goes, "Oh, meet my new girlfriend," and she just looks up and down, like it's just her, like just a spitting image of her from the first movie. She's like, "Nice dress," and walks away. She liked your dress. Yeah, it was good. It's probably not worth going to the movies, but it's worth a watch.
It's worth a watch at some point. And finally, one quick other movie that I would like to mention, and that is F1.
Is this good? Please tell me this is good.
Oh, is it good?
All right, excellent.
It is.
I'm gonna wait for it to come out on Apple because I've still got that subscription.
The story is a fairly generic-ish story, right? So essentially, Brad Pitt's character was a racer when he was young, had a really bad crash, stopped racing. Then he decided, he wanted to get that feeling back. So he starts racing again, but he just sort of is a race of hire. So companies who are going, shit, need someone to win. They hire him, he goes racing. So he starts off with him at the Daytona 2400, like 24 hour. And then his old friend, racing partner, finds him and gets him to come race F1 for him. That's essentially the story. Okay. The thing that enthralls you in this movie is the camera.
Well, that's what we were hoping it would do.
Holy shit. I didn't realize how much, though, until the end of the film, where like I was like laying down on the lounge watching the movie. The end of the movie, I was sitting with my arms, like holding my like arms tight to me, just sitting there like gripped to the fucking TV. And it wasn't until right at the end I kind of actually looked down and went, and it was like I was tensing my fault. You are so engrossed in the race, like all the races, that you just you tense up because like the camera angles and all the race, it's fucking mental.
Yep.
Well, we said I think I'd be keen to see the story, but also the behind the scenes of like how they made it, because some of the camera work shots that we saw in the trailer looked quite spectacular. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see how that was actually done and all that sort of thing. And
it was just there was no real down points of the movie either. Kind of it starts, it goes, it ends, kind of thing. And it's good. Brad Pitt was fucking excellent in it. There's a female actor, I can't remember, I don't know what her name is. She's Irish, I think. Okay. She was really good. The guy who plays the young kid in it, like the second driver, he was really good as well. I've never seen him in anything. But yeah, it was a solid film.
All right. We'll have to give a gander.
Yeah, I want to. I'd be keen to see it, so.
While we're talking TV and movies and all that sort of shit, I on the social medias, I seen a thing the other day that got me thinking about Spider-Man. So we've got our 3 Spider-Man over the years. We've had Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and we've got Tom Holland. So Tobey Maguire got his trilogy. Andrew Garfield didn't. And then Tom Holland is about to get his second trilogy. Sorry. So what I seen was an alternate ending to The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, I think I've seen this.
And I hadn't seen this before.
Oh, haven't you seen this before?
I had not seen this before.
Old, man.
Yeah, well, obviously it got released with when they did the DVD release and whatnot. Here's an old ending. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, the dad.
Yeah, the dad. So basically, the dad turns up at the the dad turns up at the cemetery when he's visiting Gwen's grave, and he just turns up and says, "Hey, Peter, I'm your dad." And then Andrew Garfield's performance, the acting in his fucking
pimp, man, it's so good,
amazing. And you're just like, why did he get his 3rd movie? Oh,
I don't know how the movie would have went though.
No, but I want him to get it now.
It was that whole. It was going to play on like the parents weren't actually dead. Because in the second one he finds that train that's got all the fucking tech shit in it. Yeah.
I would absolutely love to see him get a 3rd movie, and I would be willing to see it either in one of 2 ways. Actually, probably my preference would be for it to be set now, as in. Still, it can be in the MCU if it wants to be. It doesn't need to link into the MCU. Like, it can just be the fact that it's Andrew Garfield after the events of Coming Home. And I would love to see that half of the movie as flashbacks, because the way that he was talking through even his short bit on Coming Home, when he was talking about like, you don't want to go down that dark route. Like, I've been through dark things and shit happened. The tone in his voice when he said that in Coming Home, you're just like, I need to know what happened. I have to know. Tell me what the fuck happened. I would love to see him now, how he's sort of come out the other side of it. I'd love to see a movie that is heavy on what happened through that period of time, and ultimately how he's battled through it and still fighting through it to be where he is now. Yeah. And that would round out his little trilogy marvelously, in my opinion. So, do it.
Do it. Do it.
Fuck, I'd love to see that.
Well, speaking of Marvel, can we talk about the new trailer that you showed me yesterday? That
holy snapping duck shit!
So at no point did I expect it to go where you're going.
Yeah, I put it on because it came up on Facebook and I was like, "Oh, the trailer's out! Cool!" Yep. I pressed play. And I've got my fold phone, so I've unfolded it, made it big. I'm sitting there just in the office and I've watched it. And I just went like, as I was watching it, my boss walked past and I just went, fuck. And he went, what? And I'm like, Marvel Zombies trailer. And he goes, is it good? I'm like, yeah. He goes, it's a cartoon. And like, yep. He goes, oh, for fucking whatever. I'm like, fuck. And I said it, I put it in our group chat, and all I did was, well, fuck. That was my comment.
So I seen this come up, just a little snippet in the last day or so, and I seen it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's that'll be Marvel Zombies, and I'm like, whatever. I'll wait till it comes out and I'll watch it. Then I'll have fun with it because it comes out like the end of the month, I think. It's not far away. I'm pretty sure it's like the 24th, 25th of this month.
I shall research.
Thank you. And yeah, so I'm like, it's not far away. I'll just watch it. And then when you sent that and said, oh, fuck, I'm like, oh, well, I've got to watch it now, don't I? And it's fucking nuts. Like the way it comes out, like I wasn't expecting swearing. I wasn't expecting the blood. I wasn't expecting the way that it was just hack and fucking slash the whole way through.
Have you actually read the comic?
No, I haven't.
Okay, the comic's great.
So I knew that the comic was going to be that. I figured the comic would be along those lines, but I made the assumption that they would cut it back where possible so that they could target it at a broader audience. Yeah, they haven't done that.
No. I'm glad you gave me the reference of not to watch it at school because fuck.
Yeah, he goes, what's this? And I went, not safe for work. Just watch.
Yeah. But yeah, so I watched it today because I just didn't get a chance to yesterday after work, and I was like, fuck. Yeah. At first I thought this is like a fan-made thing, and then just saw the big Disney logo on the bottom, like, maybe that's just there for show. No, it was real. And yeah, I was like, fuck. I just need this. Like, I didn't know anything about it, but now I know I can't live without it.
Ryan Reynolds directed an episode. I don't know that much.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a TV show, not a movie.
4 episodes? I don't think they're doing many. There's only like 4 or so episodes.
It is released on the 24th of September.
Yeah, I thought
so.
Well,
that's US time, so probably not long after.
Multiple favourite things in this trailer. But my favourite shot of all is Spidey shooting webs onto all their heads, and then just that side-on shot of him jumping with the web behind him, and it's just slow-mo with fucking heads attached
heads
to
and blood and gore.
And just gorgeous.
So when I closed the trailer, there was the next thing I seen on social media was a meme of Tom Holland looking up going, hey, I can do that.
My favourite scene was, I don't know who the character is, but I think he's fighting Ghost with the sword fight at the end of the trailer.
So there's 2 sword fighters. There's Moon Knight. With Moon Knight, I'm pretty sure he's fighting Ghost. Yeah,
I think it's Moon Knight fighting Ghost, and like Moon Knight kills him, and then it's like, yeah, cool, all right, he's dead, and then just pulls the sword out, slash. I was like, it's overkill. Yeah. It was so worth it.
But I even love that it cuts back to the Thunderbolts, and they're like, okay, nice.
Glad he's on our side.
Yeah.
And then the other one with the sword is Blade. So this will be Blade's first introduction into the MCU, even though technically this is a multiverse MCU.
Yeah. And it would be second because he was in Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah, different Blade though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're talking about
like the actual MCU's Blade.
Yeah, I get you.
And that was the other thing that caught me off guard, because when I was watching, I was like, all right, so this is just going to be like sort of a one-off thing. But then when it has all the main cast voicing, I was like, didn't expect that.
Yeah, so I think, what if they kind of set the precedent with that, with most of the actors doing their voices?
They had a heavy, there was definitely more of the actors who came through and voiced it than I expected.
Elizabeth Olsen. I did it again.
There's your list. I told you that was a list.
Elizabeth Olsen is doing the voice of Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Because Scarlet Witch zombie is the...
Scarlet.
The Scarlet Witch zombie is the... she's like the big bad zombie.
Yeah.
In the What If episode of the zombies.
I haven't seen it.
Watch that one. It's good. That's a good one. Yeah, so she's like the boss one, and I think she's trying to in that episode she's trying to find the Vision zombie or something.
I can't remember.
Well, this makes it out to be the Captain America is like a big bad zombie because he's heavily featured.
He's just the iconic shot.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I think he was the iconic one, like scattered on the covers and whatnot of the comics when they were released. And
good, fuck him up.
Yeah. Wow, where'd that come from?
Harsh.
he's just bland.
Harsh. Apparently, there's a lot of leaked set photos of Doomsday when they've got Peggy's house and like the classic cars and stuff like that. Yeah. For Chris Evans coming back.
Yeah, I've been trying to avoid as many of those things.
Yeah, they just pop up and
they pop up, and I'm just quickly like.
There's talks of Ryan Reynolds and
it's already come out that it wasn't that.
No, I
that
did,
was
could
completely
imagine
made up. Apparently, it was old mate that plays Red Guardian, and
David Harbour
and Wyatt Russell. that apparently White Russell made a comment about some of his US agent scenes getting cut or something, and David Harbour, like
Being David Harbour.
David Harbour was a smart ass about it, and apparently they started arcing up at each other.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that RDJ and Ryan Reynolds would be involved in something like that.
You know what I now have
yeah.
in my head? I've got fucking David Harbour yelling at Wyatt Russell
In the accent?
in the accent. You grow up, child.
Go back to your mummy and daddy. They're better actors than you.
Cut scenes for a reason.
I only learnt the other day that Wyatt Russell was a professional ice hockey player before he was an actor.
I feel like I knew that, but
Yeah, I might have known it, but
I knew. I don't know why I knew that, but I knew that.
But yeah, and then he got injured, and so he was like, you know what? My mum and dad are famous actors. I'll become an actor as well.
give it a red hot crack.
Yeah, my last name's fucking Russell. I may as well use that shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Nepo baby.
What else have we got?
We got Why the Last Man.
Why Last Man? Okay, let's talk about Why the Last Man.
So where we left it at the end of volume 2, for those that
Do
are
the
reading along.
recap for us, good sir.
So the
Spade.
no, I'll put on me. So I'll look at the camera too. So our main character is the last man surviving on Earth after a cataclysm has wiped out all Y chromosomes for mammals. So only him and his male monkey companion are the last males on Earth.
Yorick and Ampersand.
That's it. So they're going around trying to do a bunch of things to repopulate the Earth, find a cloning specialist, all these things. Where we ended with volume 2 was we found out there were some more men, but they weren't on Earth. They were in space.
They were in space.
They were in space. So there is a Russian cosmonaut and an American astronaut there together. And continue, bro.
Yeah, and I suppose this comic is or this issue is basically surrounded around that. Like they find out pretty. We've had one spill and now we've had fucking splash.
Is that just Coke or is there bourbon in there?
So yeah, it's basically centered around the fact that they find out pretty early in this volume that there's another 2 males up in this space station. They're coming down to Earth, and what do we need to do to get to them and make sure they land safely? It kind of revolves around that. I mean, there's little bits and pieces that happen in between. There's, I think we'll call it the main bad for this episode is the
Iranian soldier.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, the soldier there, and
who turns out to be working for Yorick's mother. So she was the puppeteer behind the backgrounds we saw in volume 1 and 2.
Yeah, to try and get Yorick and take him back to her because she wants him back apparently.
Because she doesn't trust Agent 36355. Yeah, whatever that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's fine. It's got a couple of shock factors, but nothing that stands out as much as the first one. I think the biggest sort of reveal in this one, which it's funny because it's the biggest reveal, but it was really expected to happen, was that the space station crashes. They were talking about all issues with it when they were coming down and out of orbit and whatnot. So we're expecting an issue to happen. And then the female gets out of the space station.
Because the other two were chivalrous and let the lady go first.
Yep. So they let her come out, and then basically it explodes. Like they say, get away from it. It explodes, and then you find out in like a panel or 2 later, because they had the helmet on, that it was her that came out. They get her back in to the facility that they're at. They set her up so that she can get better because she's knocked around from it and whatnot. And then that's when she wakes up and says something along the lines of women and children first. And then that's where she gets abused with, you fucking idiot. Like they were the 2 of the last 3 fucking men, women and children. Get your ass back on the space station, you idiot. And then she kind of goes, oh no, I meant it literally. The women and like hand on the belly and children first. So she's pregnant with she doesn't know who the dad is. One of the 2.
Because they were being very amorous in the space station.
We've been up there for a very long time. We had fun. That's basically what she said. We loved each other.
So until that moment, between the moment of them dying and the moment of the baby reveal, I was like, what was the point of this volume? Because it kind of set up something massive just for it to go nowhere. So I'm hoping the baby scene results in some interesting storylines moving forward.
Potentially.
Because I thought obviously then you're going to have 3 males, things can go different ways. You've got the Russian chick that's now joined their side because she was trying to save the Russian cosmonaut.
But then they've she's just been left there. So
Yeah,
I don't think we'll see her
But
again.
that's what I'm saying. So, and I was with her building up like she was and saying, no, I need to take him back to Russia. I thought, okay, there's going to be some interesting storylines developing that way. But as soon as he dies, goes, well, that's not going to be a thing.
Yep.
The thing that hit me the hardest was kind of like a real life view that the Iranian woman was talking about, going, because her and her second in command were talking about why she was doing what she was doing. And she's like, because we need to create enemies effectively, because if we don't, we'll just have civil war back home, because the Iranians back home will, instead of focusing all their energy on the outside enemies, will focus on the enemies inside. I'm like, fuck, isn't that just real life?
Yeah. I think it's that's one good thing that this comic has done, is it sprinkles little bits and pieces like that which make you think like, oh shit, then it's got a fucking point there, doesn't it? And it's a really interesting take, because you don't want that character to do what they're doing because they are inciting violence. But then when she tells you why, you're kind of like, oh fuck, I kind of agree with what she's doing. So it brings up those moral dilemmas, and these comics are really good at putting them out there, I think.
Yeah. I said overall, like it's probably not been the best of the 3 volumes we've read so far, but
it's been number 2 so far.
Again, it was not harmful in any way. It was enjoyable. Again, they've all been easy reads, so it's been good to get
I think
through.
the first volume is my favourite so far out of them. I mean, I know where it's going, obviously, but I think out of the 3 we've read, the first volume definitely was my favourite.
Yeah.
I do kind of. I like the rug pull in this one of, we've got these astronauts. We're not going to use them anymore. Fuck you guys. We made you think it was going to be a big thing. Fuck you guys. He's still the last man. We're not changing the name. We're not pulling a Cougar Town.
For me, I expected it to go badly. I didn't think they were going to. So the rug wasn't. They might have put the rug there, but I stepped around it.
I kind of thought the Russian was going to die halfway through when they start having those sort of conflicts on the spaceship with like oxygen deprivation or whatever it was. I kind of thought that something was going to happen there, and that was going to set off somehow.
I think
the Russians getting involved and stopping and being an issue to Yorick moving forward.
I thought that, but I think they resolved it too quickly up there. Because I think they had one panel where they were hitting each other, and then straight away
that's
there was
why I
fine.
thought something like that would happen, because it was resolved so quickly. It wasn't like a build up, and then okay, no, we're fine. It was just one scene we're fighting, the next scene we're not. So I was like, oh, that resolved too quickly. Maybe something's going to happen down the line. So.
And I suppose the explanation from that is they were in a thruple, hence the reason. Yeah, we had a tiff and now we're okay. Anyway.
Fair enough. All right. Well, that means we are on to volume 4 of Why the Last Man. I can't remember how many were there.
10, you said.
10. That's right. Yeah. So we're almost halfway through, and so I think 60 issues it was. So we'll be reading volume 4. If you're following along, make sure you get yourself a copy of volume 4 and read that shit. Anything else we want to talk about?
One thing, actually 2 things
I've got one thing, but you go first.
Go.
One of them I meant to talk about at the start because we were talking about the grading and whatnot. I stumbled across something that's apparently been around since 2024, but it's PSA grading and their PSA Vault service. Have you heard about this?
I've heard about this.
Yeah. So what happened is in June 2024, they acquired eBay's Card Vault. So what that meant is that they're able to sell cards via the Card Vault. So what PSA were advertising is, hey, send us your card, we will grade it, and then for a commission, we will sell it via our Card Vault.
So in other words, they get a grade higher than it should be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're going to flood the market.
How is that not a conflict of interest?
Exactly. So that was one of the big things.
Insider fucking trading right there.
I literally saw someone talking about this on the podcast, and that's exactly how the podcast went as well.
That's like, that sale should never have been allowed to be approved.
Correct.
That's fucking illegal.
No. It approved, yes, but they have to keep it separate. Like, you can't send me your card so that I can issue it to that for consignment. There has to be a level of...
Considering it was send it to me to grade, and you can choose the bundle option of grade and sale through us.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. Like, if you do the bundling, it's like, yes, insider trading, but... Like, you can't do it.
No, even then, they shouldn't be allowed to own that company, because that
They have control over the market.
They have control over the market.
Yeah.
So that sale should not have legally been allowed. But obviously the people who allowed that sale to go ahead had no fucking clue what the fuck PSA did or all that kind of stuff.
Potentially.
But yeah, that's so fucking illegal.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. isn't
Because
it?
they've probably seen, they just do stuff with cards, do this is selling cards. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. The other one I thought I'd bring up, because we've been talking about Pokemon so much lately and through the channels and whatnot. This is a little bit different, not about the cards, but it's actually about the Pokemon epidemic of 1997. So what happened is there's an episode called Deno Senshi Porygon. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Computer Warrior Porygon.
Yeah, you probably don't know. Yeah.
So basically what happened is this episode of Pokemon aired in Japan, and when it aired, it had particular scenes which contained a commonly used piece of a visual aid, which is the Paka Paka and Flash, which is your strobing and whatnot, done in a particular way. So they call it Paka Paka. Now, it was done in this episode, and it induced a whole bunch of through
ridiculous amount of people.
It was about 600 people. It induced something. I can't remember exactly.
A seizure,
Seizures and whatnot, and different levels of seizures that were experienced. So this happened through that episode. Now the Paka Paka
is been banned.
No, they still use it today.
Oh no, like that episode.
That
episode
episode has not been aired since this one came out. Now Paka Paka has been used in episodes prior to this. It's been used in episodes since this. It was just a really random factor.
It was all the way they did it in that episode. Yeah.
The reason I stumbled across this is for another podcast I listened to, last podcast on the left. They were talking about epidemics and mentioned this. I'm like, that's fucking wild. But what was fucking ridiculous is that it happened, and then so many weeks after it happened, a news company reported on it.
They played the video.
And they played the video again. But the second time they did it, it had the same effect, except because they were playing it on the news, it actually affected more people.
More people watching,
because there were more people watching the news. So it went from I think it was 400 to 600 kids that were affected. It actually went to thousands of all ranging ages, from kids through to adults. I thought that was very, very interesting and fucking wild.
Yeah.
So hilarious. one of those sort of unknown triggers and epidemics that occurred.
Yeah.
What do you got for us, mate?
Put it back up.
Put it back up.
So one thing I want to talk about is AJ hasn't, but Brock and I have got our wallets out for 2 of the new sets coming out. So the set that's coming out.
My wallet's not out yet, but it will be.
My wallet's being saved for the next set of Gundam.
My wallet's going to be real tight with cardboard over between now and the end of the year, between this League of Legends, Gundam.
Aren't you so thankful?
I hate you all. So Mega Evolutions is the new set that's coming out shortly, and then Phantasmal Flames. I'll get it here. I've got his lisp. Is coming out shortly after that. So Brock and I have gone in on deep into that. I'll probably end up setting both of them, I think, unless one of them has a prismatic pull rate, because they're fucked.
Yes.
Mega Evolution's got some sick sort of comic book style artworks to it.
Yeah.
And the Phantasmal Flame, some of the
W has the ETBs for $100.
You can't get them.
They'll be all pre-orders, and they're probably already gone now. EB Games is probably the best I've found so far, if you're an EB member for $50.
Yep.
So I've managed to jump on today and get a bunch of shit there. But check out some of your brick and mortar stores though, because they obviously their in-store allocations is different to their online allocations. Yes. So check out those. Arcaven, Tactica at Maitland also being doing good thing for you guys that are local. But so that got me onto a topic of scalpers. And I read an article the other day that said scalpers are actually good for the industry. So, in a way, I'm like, no, you're just wrong. But the way they explained it kind of made sense. So, because scalpers buy everything straight up and take that demand, Pokemon have to create more supply. So, you eventually get all the cards you want anyway.
They don't.
Yeah, I know. But let me finish. But so they eventually the supply comes out. So, you may not get everything you want, but you'll probably get the card you need eventually. The second part is that because of the scalping nature and everyone sucking up all the cards so quickly, it creates them to go and create more sets. So I need to do I've only had a brief look at it, but Scarlet and Violet have had a fuck ton of sets released.
9 in total, I think.
I think it's 10 now
9
with
or
this.
10. Because this isn't Scarlet and Violet. This is a new set. This is Mega Revolutions, which is a new set.
Oh, yeah. I thought this was still part of the Scarlet and Violet era.
So the last one in Scarlet and Violet was Black Bolt, White Flare.
Right. Okay. Well, either way, so
fucking horrible name.
But yeah, so
Those
because
phantasmal flames.
the Gengar image makes it a lot more sense.
Oh, the Gengar looks fucking pimp, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so because of the scalping nature and everyone sucking up these cards, Pokemon are forced to then release new sets because that demand is there. So
Yeah, but then again, like the sets get released and the
That's not
scalpers
true.
get them.
The
So it's,
sets get released
No, I know.
as it is.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing is Nintendo don't print more than they have to.
correct.
They scalping, all it does is, especially like let's take Bandai for example. Bandai do X amount of release for their card games, which is One Piece, Digimon, all that kind of stuff. Gundam. That's it. Like they always do super low print runs with their stuff because it's all printed in Japan. It's not sent off to China or anything to print. They print it in Japan. They do super low print runs. Scalpers buy the shit out of it. Bandai, they're still going to do the same print runs. So therefore, the cards are harder to get. Therefore, the games die.
yeah.
And so all they're doing is killing the games because these games aren't Pokemon, aren't the big three. They're not Pokemon, they're not Magic, they're not Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
They don't survive. That's the scalpers kill games because they see these things as stock investments, which they're not. A stock investment is if this card, let's say this card, I picked up the wrong. At the moment, this card is like $700 US, $700 Australian, right? It's $700 Australian now. What a scalper would do, they'll take this and they'll sell it right now. But that's not an investment. An investment is you buy it and then 6 years, 10 years from now, you sell it. That's an investment. That's not scalping. Scalping is just you buy it and you sell it fucking now.
Yeah.
And what they're doing is because of that, they're just destroying the game. They're destroying games. That's
Oh,
as
no,
plain and
like,
simple what it is.
I
don't
read
give
it-
a fuck about money wise. Like, yeah, they can buy it and sell it and the price of everything goes skyrocket. But all that's doing is just killing games.
Yeah. No, it was just an interesting article to see that sort of side of it. Not that I necessarily agreed from the start because it said my issue with it is scalpers might be buying them up and yes, they might have to print more, but it's, as you said, scalpers then buy the next run and then people are still buying them from the scalpers. So it's not really achieving the purpose because as we know, you can't then flood the market with cards because then the price of the cards are worthless. And
So there was definitely something that I stumbled across not that long ago where Nintendo was going to come out and they had, I don't know if they'd made the decision, but they were talking about flooding the market with re-releasing some of their old sets and going through and just saying, you know what, fuck it, we're going to release a shitload so that more people have access to it, therefore reducing the cause for scalping, the need for scalping, and actually having it more accessible again. But what that would also do is reduce the price of your more rare cards and whatnot. So the cards that are the $700 would very quickly come down in value because the market is flooded. Now Nintendo, they're still going to make their money and they're going to make more because they're printing more of it. So there was a piece around that. I thought that it was for some reason tied into the suit where they were suing Palmon. Was it Palmon? The video, Palmon. So there was the suit against Palmon, and apparently that suit wasn't going well or something like that, or it wasn't going the direction they wanted to.
I think it got dismissed.
Yeah, dismissed. And then the knock-on effect from that is Nintendo apparently made decisions around a lot more of their IP, and one of them was the Pokemon card realm, and actually just going, fuck it, let's just sell a shitload of stuff and we'll make money that way. And reprint all of their old sets. Whether that happens or not, I might have gotten the trigger for what doing it was, but yeah, it was again an interesting listen.
see, it'd be interesting with the release of the old sets today because a lot of the people then go, that's just a new set. Like it's the 4th edition base set or whatever it is. So it'll just be another set for people to collect really in the end rather than collecting the original base set.
You're not going to take away from the 1st edition base set. You're not going to take away from that. But the more that you print, at least it gives it more people have access to it, especially when it comes to like the younger generation and kids and whatnot. Like, I mean, there is an element of them missing out because it becomes too expensive.
Well, that's it.
And there's just fucking
Like
nothing there.
kids like Bronx, kids like Camden, my nephew, that they want to buy some cards.
You mean the one who's now pulled 2 Mewtwo's and
look, we're not talking about his luck. We're just talking about him in general. I swear to God, if I get another text message from my sister with another card, I will not be happy. But yeah, like my sister says, they go out to try and buy. He saved up his pocket money. He wants to go buy another pack of cards. Just can't find it. And when they do find it, it's like at a game store that's like $16. I'm like, it's just don't worry. Save it up and buy 2 packs when you find them. So
exactly.
Okay, on to just a couple of little quick rumors before we end up this episode. So the first one is old mate that does One Piece. What's his name?
Giuseppe.
Ichiro. Yeah.
Oda. So he has released his the One Piece manga timeline.
This can't be real.
So this is what I've seen.
This
I
can't
don't
be
know if it's real or
real.
not. So 2025, the Egghead arc. 26 to 28, the Alba Land of Giant arc.
Elbath.
Oh, they're that. 29, Road to Laugh Tale. 30 to 31, Final War First Clash. 32 to 33, Final War Laugh Tale. 34, Epilogue Dreams Realized. And apparently that will be the end of the manga.
So we're still at least 10 more years of manga. Which means about another 70 years of the anime.
And then all the comments in it I saw were...
You are not going to see the end of this anime.
I love at the end of it they said all the comments are like, and then it fades to black and it comes up the end of part 1.
The end of the prologue.
It can't be that long. It can't. Surely we don't have.
It'll be longer.
I just want to be alive.
It sells. They're going to keep fucking doing it.
You had another 9 years, 34. Yeah, 9 years.
9 years of just the manga.
Just read the manga. Just read the manga. You'll be
I'm
right.
gonna have to because I'll be 70. Speaking of scalping bastards, Games Workshop. From the 6th of October 2025, some prices in Warhammer Store will be changing. On average, prices will rise by about 4%, but the exact amount will vary by product. Some will change a little more, some a little less. The price of products like paint sprays won't change at all. We're sharing this now so you've got time to make any purchase you've been planning before the price
And
rise.
they'll blame tariffs.
Games Workshop.
No, just fuck Games Workshop.
Yeah, that too.
China.
Here's a fun one.
Okay.
Meryl Streep told James Gunn that she'd love to be in a project of his. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our Batman.
Some exciting news. Sophie Turner has been cast as Lara Croft in the new Tomb Raider TV series that's coming out next year.
I don't know why. Why did I think that was old news?
As far as I'm aware, it's like
she was rumored.
Maybe-
I think it's been
It's
confirmed
official
now.
now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's official that Sophie Turner. So for those who don't know, Sophie Turner is the ginger daughter from Game of Thrones.
Back to another One Piece rumor, which after that rumor means the live action will probably be finished before the anime will. So the producer Marty Adelstein has straight up said that we are hoping for 12 seasons because there's so
Jesus.
much material.
Wow.
So we'll see.
So they'll get cut off to
and it'll
3.
be cancelled. Sweet.
Blade Runner 2099 will premiere in 2026 on Prime Video.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
That's looking
Fuck
good.
yeah.
Cryptozoic, the card game who
Yes.
do the DC deck builder, are releasing the How to Host a Murder Party games. So
Okay.
I don't know if you guys remember them from like way back in the day that the parents, I'm pretty sure every household
Yeah,
had
yeah.
one of the boxes in their cupboard and they'd all share them around with their friends and stuff.
There was an awesome movie not that long ago
No, my
with
parents didn't socialise.
It's their non-nerd D&D essentially.
There was a really good movie done not that long ago. I think it was with Jason Bateman. And
Game Night.
Was it called Game
Yeah.
Night? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was there. He set up like whoever I think it was like his brother-in-law or some shit.
Oh,
did-
no, the neighbor.
the neighbor.
Oh,
Hey,
they were going to set up his brother-in-law, but
Yeah.
it's all basically,
yeah, and did like an actual like murder mystery type thing with people.
So essentially what they are is like you set up so it's like a dinner. So you invite all your friends around and everyone gets given a character. And then when you turn up, everyone gets given like their little dossier that tells you what your character's done and blah, blah, blah. But then someone at the party's been murdered.
Yeah,
you have to try and figure it out.
Lisa and I went to someone's party a year or two ago now where they had the same thing. Like you walked up, you got your packet. It was like, cool. I don't know anyone here, so I don't know. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. So
that'd be fun.
I'd be down for some of those.
Yeah, 100%.
Speaking of along those lines, the new Knives Out movie is set to release soon. I think we might have
it's,
discussed about this.
cinema and then 2 weeks later on Netflix.
It is coming to cinema
so
now.
it's got cinema first and then I think it's like 2 weeks or a week later Netflix.
So there was a survey of over 1 million votes cast for the top 10 90s cartoons that were watched. 10 Animaniacs, 9 Hey Arnold, 8 Tiny Toon Adventures, 7 Recess, 6 Dexter's Laboratory, 5 Rugrats, 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 3 DuckTales, 2 Pinky and the Brain, and number 1 Tom and Jerry.
See, I would have put Pinky and the Brain and Animaniacs in the same one because they're on the same show. No, I don't agree with that. at all.
There
I
are
mean,
some
no
good shows
Captain
in there,
Planet.
but that's the same.
Good
There's
shows
some
in there,
ones
but-
missing.
Yeah, 100%.
No Captain Planet. What the fuck?
The most expensive card of all time, the 2007 exquisite Kobe and Jordan dual logo man, one of one, just sold for $12,932,000.
Is that the one that's signed and has game worn jerseys in it or something?
It's signed. Is it game worn? I can't tell if it's game worn. But in any case, I'd assume that it's game-worn logos from their jerseys of a particular game with a signature. Yeah, so 12,900,000. This beats this beats out the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle SGC, which was 12.6.
Fucking hell! Imagine pulling that out of the pack and being able to sell that and just be instantly millionaire just because you sold a piece of fucking cardboard.
Well, it said Smog, our mate Luke, who just pulled the God pack.
I've been so tempted to get into fucking sports cards, man. So tempted. Even though I don't like sports cards, I'm just so tempted.
I just know that I wouldn't get one. I just know that I wouldn't like the one of ones or even like the
ones you want to get right now and keep for like 10 years are your fucking Caitlin Clark's cards, man. Because like Caitlin Clark card in like 10 years will sell for a fucking mozza.
Yeah. So you almost buy like a few boxes and just put them in a binder and we'll see you in 10 years.
Well, you can't put them in a binder. They're that fucking thick.
Get a thick binder.
Surely there'll be sport binders out there.
You can get top loader binders these days. Just throw it in that.
So staying on the game world from my last thing, Simon, so Cool Mini or Not, in 2024 announced that they lost $2 million. Right, so they're pretty much they're going under.
I hope they find it.
It's under the rug.
They've issued a profit warning this year that in the first half of this year they lost $6 to $8 million already.
Jesus.
So essentially, they're going out. It's pretty much got to do with tariffs.
Yeah.
Especially a lot of the game companies are struggling at the moment because of the tariffs. They're just kicking their ass because they cannot afford to get the games made in America.
Yeah.
So they have to get them made in China. So their games essentially are tripling in price.
And I know that a lot of the issues are happening as well within the Kickstarter realm because they've already sold it and they're kind of like, we're going to do everything we possibly can to not have these tariffs impact you. So I know a couple of the ones that I backed however long ago, they're coming through now and saying like, yep, this won't affect you, won't affect you, won't affect you. And then they've come through and said, oh, these people here, sorry, it is going to affect you now because it's fucking bad.
Well,
so you're gonna get hit with some costs. We're sorry.
Well, at the point when we start selling merch, we won't be able to sell to America because of Australia has stopped. Australian Post has stopped sending parcels to America, so you just can't send to America anymore.
Yep.
Sorry,
America. I mean, I know a lot of our listenership is American, so when we start selling merch. Sorry, guys.
We'll find a way.
you just have to do what we've done for all the years and find creative ways, like getting a PO box in London just to get shit on the sheet.
We'll send Zach in a boat.
One more each.
I've got just two quick ones. Jackie Chan has revealed that his action team is in charge of Spider-Man's Brand New Day.
I have seen that.
And then Henry Cavill has officially responded to news of HBO eyeing him for Godric Gryffindor in the upcoming Harry Potter series. Don't know why he's being eyed off yet because Godric Gryffindor doesn't come into it for fucking many seasons. And then Tom Hiddleston is being eyed to play Loki.
Well, they're talking about doing a prequel season.
Sorry, not Loki. He is
I was
Loki.
going to say, he played him a couple of times.
Salazar Slytherin.
They talk about bringing them in for a prequel series to see how the houses are actually formed, which would be pretty cool. I'd get amongst that. That'd be pretty cool.
There's so much backlash around that show because of
J.K. Rowling.
Because of her comments on
she's trying to block it at the moment because of the 2025 casting choices.
Quote unquote.
The diverse, that's the diverse casting range they've got.
Yeah, she's already come out public as a racist or something like that.
It's not good. A lot of people do not like her.
Yeah. You mentioned the Gotham City Lego game the other week.
Yep.
So the Gotham City open world in Lego Batman is bigger than it is in Batman Arkham Knight. And in Arkham Knight, it was fucking huge. So that's gonna be big.
I'm really looking forward to that game.
What's it on?
I got
everything.
I think two
Switch
more.
one. Switch one.
Nah, Switch 2.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's the only console I have. So
it might be Switch 1.
I'm assuming to be on PC, but yeah.
So this is a little photo that I thought was very funny. It says, "Who are they? Wrong answers only." It's a picture of Zac Efron and one of the Afro guys from the High School Music movies, and the answer is Tom Holland and Zendaya. It's very funny.
Are you going to show us the picture? Or?
I had to be quick, so I'm going to come back to it. During the dodgeball scene in Billy Madison, Adam Sandler was really hitting the kids as hard as he could. The director cut right before they started crying, and some of the parents got upset with Sandler.
Hey, he's a method actor. He commits to the role.
And my last one, which I'm on the fence about, is Call of Duty movie is officially in the works.
No, it doesn't need it.
Where they're going to... See, that's the thing.
It'll just be a war movie.
The campaign... If they can follow some of the campaign stories through these games, I think it would be really, really good because the campaigns
It's going to be a
themselves.
war show.
The issue you'll have is the Call of Duty. It'll be like the Halo issue. They'll change bits of it to suit a movie, and it'll rage. If it was made without the Call of Duty tag, I think the movie would probably do really well.
I mean, they've already made that. It's every fucking American military show.
And my very last one, which is exciting, Injustice 3 is in development, the video
Beautiful.
game.
Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight Lego game is coming out on PS5, Xbox, Switch 2, Steam, and Epic Store.
So I have just bought the 64 controller for my computer. I found the replica of the one I had as a kid, the fire red see-through cover.
Oh, yep.
So I've purchased that from the dear friends at Amazon, so that'll be here soon, and we'll be playing some Ocarina of Time, some Pokemon Snap. I think so. My issue is
Pokemon Snap.
I've started.
Great game.
I've started to hit the wall a little bit
There's
with
a Snap 2 on Switch.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
on
there
Switch.
is. It's not Snap 1.
Okay.
I've started to hit the wall a little bit with the Pokemon and like just playing through the one game set because it's just the same game effectively, obviously. With
Stadium was fantastic. Stadium was
the mini games
the
things.
amount of hours we spent playing Stadium, and the fact that you had, if you bought it with the Game Boy thing, you put your cartridge in and play your Game Boy
There
characters.
is a controller with a cartridge
And a
somewhere
Pokemon
in
Blue?
this world with Pokemon Blue in it with a full Pokedex. Fucking somewhere in Australia.
Yeah, I think I've got a Game Boy Mini Gold Edition with Pokemon Blue in it, sitting in my parrot's attic somewhere.
But yeah, so I'll be downloading the 64 ROM emulator and all those sorts of things and playing, and hopefully I can get it set up and get our Twitch started.
Well,
so,
I'll be playing Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight on the Steam Deck a fucking lot when it comes out. I'm going to be smashing that game.
I'll be watching people play it on YouTube because I don't have something to play it at the moment. My computer won't be able to fucking handle it because it's old as shit. I don't have a Switch 2.
What's it? I think I've
Buy a second-hand Steam Deck.
The Xbox, I don't know if it's because I got an older Xbox, so I don't know.
say
if
it'll be an
it'll
Xbox One now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No,
it
so
just
I've got
says
the one.
Xbox.
They've got the Series X now. So
I have that.
I
That's
don't know.
how to touch home with consoles.
You could get the Xbox ROG when it comes out.
No, I could do many things, but that costs money, and I had to buy a
also,
fridge
it's
this
like
week. So
it's like $1,600.
He's had to buy a fridge and Pokemon.
Yeah, and Pokemon. Yes.
I've got him and Smog like deeply invested into Pokemon. It's brilliant. I blame you two, and you can all blame me. It's fine. It's a cyclical cycle. This. Is that it?
That's it.
All right, two things before we wrap up. Check out.
said that's it.
They're wrapping up things. Check out. Look at this. Check out this our Instagrams for our 75 subscriber giveaway. It closes in about a week, so check in there. It's a couple of booster packs, a Pokeball tin you can win. We're on our way to 100 subscribers, which will be bigger and better. So get subscribed onto YouTube, share it to everyone. We've got some merch things coming. Not these hats, but some hats coming. We've got a deck box, which is behind Brock, behind his shoulder there. If he moves, there we go. Oh, his bike's in the way. There you go. So we've got some deck box things we're looking at making as well. AJ's getting his Chinese sweatshop working in the garage. So it's going to be great. So, make sure you are sharing the love, share the podcast, share the streams, everything we do, the channels.
And also in October, we will be at PAX. If you see us, come say hi. We'll give you some stickers, do a little interview, all that fun stuff.
We'll be vlogging. I want to set myself. I want you to set me a reasonable Pokemon challenge while we're there. Something.
catch them all.
Not deep, not something where it's going to cost me thousands of dollars, but something reasonable where I can go in and complete it.
I have a fully reasonable thing for you to complete at PAX. A complete Charizard binder.
I'm sure there'll be one there for sale.
No. I was like, I know there are some really cheap ones out there, but Nah.
I think that would be a very expensive binder.
Well, we're on a tangent now. Sorry, guys. Just bear with us.
Still wrapping up.
In the midst of trying to prepare myself for Collecticon, I found a YouTube channel. I'll need to find the name, but he basically goes through and he does the current master set for each of the cards. So he's a
really good watch.
He's releasing them in order. So he's done. Obviously started with the starters. He's now up to Raichu. Just came out yesterday, I think. So not that I've really watched all of them because I'm only interested in the Bulbasaur mainly, but I had a look at the Squirtle for Brock and bits and pieces. But yeah, if you are looking at master setting one, I will find it now while these two wrap up.
Cool. Yeah, I was watching like that. I think like an 8-minute clip for the Squirtle. I watched it over about 20 minutes, just stopping and starting so that I could get a clear picture of all the ones for Squirtle. There's unfortunately more than I originally anticipated, but it was, definitely a good place to get that.
So is he actually collecting the cards, or is he just going through and telling you what cards?
No, he's collecting them.
He's collecting them.
Yeah. So because when
check the box is the channel. So check the box.
So the Squirtle one, at the time he released the video, that's the only one that he'd actually 100%ed, and the other ones were like moving as he was collecting more.
Yeah, the Bulbasaur ones are probably just over halfway done. He's missing some of the obviously the rare and more expensive ones, but he's got a bunch of them there, and goes through and just does it in a nice clear order, flashes the cards up, tells you the set. Makes it really simple to follow, so you can work out what you're needing to get.
Well put together videos for that purpose.
Cool. All right. Well, don't forget, PAX will be there in October. Other than that, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time, guys.
Stay frantic.
Hey, guys. Thanks for listening to Frantic Nerdcast.
You can find all our latest news and information on Facebook or at franticnerdcast.com.
You can find us on Instagram at Frantic Nerdcast. Find AJ at Weird Art by AJ. Find Zach at Frantic Kaz and myself at Frantic Brock.
Please make sure to head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe for more YouTube-only content like Sequelize It and Plays Games.